Hey guys, JM98TV here with my WWE Monday Night Raw review from the 23rd of June 2014. And we welcome everyone to tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw. And these are the ladders, there's ladders set up around the ring as we're welcomed by Justin Roberts. And she now introduces Stephanie McMahon and she makes her way to the ring. Stephanie starts off by telling us all that she can't stand gross negligence. She says that last week Vicky Guerrero couldn't even get her a cup of coffee. She then calls out Vicky Guerrero and tells her to face the consequences. Vicky then makes her way from the back and heads towards the ring. Vicky tells Stephanie that she's very happy to see her feeling better, and she then apologises for last week and says that she has the best intentions for the business. She then says that Roman Reigns spiked her drink. Stephanie says that what she did for Roman Reigns last week was her biggest mistake. She then asked Stephanie to explain what she did last week. She then asked Vicky to explain what she did last week. Vicky tries to spit it out, but Stephanie cuts her off and says that because of her, Roman Reigns is in the championship ladder match on Sunday. She says that Reigns has one out of 7 chance of becoming champion. Vicky says that it won't happen again, she promises. Stephanie says that she's right, it won't happen, and she has a serious look on her face. She says that Vicky has riding the coattails of the late Eddie Guerrero for 9 years. She then says that the WWE had pity on her and made her the general manager of Raw, but she didn't even do that right. Stephanie starts to fire Vicky, but Vicky cuts her off and says that she will do anything. Stephanie tells Vicky to beg for a job. Vicky gets down on her knees and starts begging to Stephanie for her not to fire her, and Stephanie yells at her and calls her pathetic. Stephanie calls Vicky a cockroach and tells her that she can't get rid of her. Stephanie says that Vicky has 2 options. She can either be fired or have a match tonight to keep a job as general manager of SmackDown. Vicky asks Stephanie who her opponent is. Stephanie tells her that her opponent is her, Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie asks Vicky that she doesn't have to. Tell Vicky that if she doesn't have the guts to face her. Vicky says that there's only one more respected name in this business than the McMahon, and it's Guerrero. Vicky Guerrero getting a bit fired up when she's saying that. Vicky accepts the match and tells Stephanie to excuse her as she leaves the ring. Stephanie smiles and they make their way to the back. Well, I sort of like it how Vicky Guerrero getting fired up. She's a Guerrero at the end of the day, so I'm happy about that. We go to the announcers and they tell us that Triple H will join us late tonight and tell us the other participants in the Money in the Bank contract match. And now it's Luke Harper versus Jimmy Uso, and Luke Harper and Eric Rowan debuting a new theme. It's like an instrumental version of He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. But before the match even started, it ended. Honestly, it ended that fast. Luke Harper easily knocking off Jimmy Uso with a massive clothesline, a spinning clothesline, 4 for 3 in what was a fast match. What I'll give a 2 out of 5. After the match, Jey Uso asks Rowan where he's going and tells him to get back in the ring so he can kick his butt all over the arena. Harper and Rowan head back to the ring as Jey flies over the top rope onto both of them. Jey slides back into the ring, and now it looks like it's Eric Rowan versus Jey Uso. And this was a good match, better than for Luke Harper and Jimmy Uso, because this was a lot faster pace. Well, not faster pace, but it was normal pace, and it ended a lot longer. Unlike the Luke Harper match where it ended in a matter of minutes. But Jey Uso managed to hit the splash for 3 count, and like that was they're split this week. But Sunday we'll have just one match and only 2 winners. Well, as a tag team, obviously. Jey Uso wins in a 2.5 out of 5 match. After the match, Harper tries to pull Jimmy out of the ring, but Jey comes over the top onto Harper. Rowan gets back in the ring and attacks Jimmy from behind. Harper gets back in the ring and hits a big boot to the face. Harper and Rowan pulled Jimmy to the outside and tossed him into the steel steps. Harper lands his big uppercut to Jimmy to the outside, and Harper and Rowan now climb back into the ring and grab the tag team titles. They pose with the WWE Universe with the titles in hand. And to be honest, the titles do sort of suit the Wyatt family a bit. Bray Wyatt now appears on the big screen. Bray says that he's very proud of his boys. He says that he and his brothers look down on the bodies that they trample over. He says that his victory this Sunday will start a new era. He says that he will not be alone and they will be united and roam the earth as giants. He then says to follow the buzzards. And then Rusev and Lana cut a promo when they're outside, basically just hating on America. Maybe don't to go into detail, just I find it rather boring. And then now it's Divas Champion Paige who's at ringside with Jerry Lawler, Michael Cole and JBL. She will be doing commentary for the match, and it's Alicia Fox versus Naomi, and Cameron also joins him on commentary. And Naomi and Alicia Fox go back and forth in the ring, while just Cameron and Paige end up just insulting each other and just going back and forth on commentary on the mic. But Naomi ended up picking up the win. It looks like Alicia Fox's push is dead now, but she ends up getting the win in about 8-minute match or something like that. Well, I'd give it 2.5 out of 5. I would have enjoyed the match a lot more if they focused on the match instead of the commentary. But after the match, Paige climbs to the ring and holds the Divas title up. Paige offers her hand and Naomi shakes it. Naomi poses with the WWE Universe. We then go to the back where Sheamus is in the trainer's room getting ready for his match tonight. Reigns shows up next to him and Sheamus asks if he's ready for a fight. Reigns says that he's always ready. He says that they need more people, that his opponents need more people. Sheamus says that there's a little doubt in his mind. He remembers when the Shield went around attacking everyone. Reigns says that if he wanted to take him out, Sheamus will be unconscious right now. Sheamus says that it will be magical when he walks out as champion this Sunday. Reigns says that he doesn't believe in magic, he believes in Roman Reigns. Titus O'Neil is next to take on Bo Dallas, and Bo Dallas tries to get the upper hand in, but Titus O'Neil again uses his strength to just completely knock him off. But Titus connects with a couple of chops to Bo in the corner, followed by some clubs to the back. Bo gets wiped into the corner but moves as Titus charges, and Bo connects with a Bulldog for the 3 count. In what was a pretty fast match, again I'll give it a 1.5 out of 5. After the match, Bo gets back into the ring and walks over to Titus with a mic. Bo walks over to Titus and says, "Hey buddy, I'm Nine and Bo." Titus knocks the mic out of his hand and Bo just goes and grabs the mic and says, "Oops, Mr. Butterfingers." He tells Titus to get back on the horse and to don't ever stop Bo leaving. Bo poses to the WWE Universe as he makes his way to the back. I love Bo Dallas, I find him way too funny. Mr. Butterfingers and "Hey buddy." Oh, he's too funny, Bo Dallas. But we're back on Raw and we're joined by the COO Triple H. He makes his way to the ring and Triple H says that it's funny how he can come to a place like DC where people make bad decisions every day, yet he is still the bad guy. He says all because he does what is best for business. He says that this Sunday there will not only be a championship ladder match, but there will be a traditional contract match. He said he then hides the contract and says it's almost a guarantee for someone to write their own future. He says that he told the world that the first person in the match will be Seth Rollins. He says he is here tonight to reveal the rest of the lineup. He says that everyone that is in the match because it is best for business. The first person in the match is Kofi Kingston. Next up is Jack Swagger. The next person in the match, Dolph Ziggler. Rob Van Dam. The final person to join him is Bad News Barrett. He says that all people in the match are favourites, but only one man is going to win it. He starts to say Rob Van Dam but cuts himself off. He then says the winner will be Seth Rollins. He then introduces Rollins and makes his way to the ring. Rollins grabs the mic, loud "You sold out" chants by the WWE Universe. Seth asks for the WWE Universe why they aren't over what happened 3 weeks ago. Seth says that isn't too bad and he is over it. He has moved on. He says that the WWE Universe should be thanking him. He says that he is responsible for the success of the Shield. Rollins says that he took them as high as they could go, but then he dropped the dead weight. He says he created the Shield. And he has every right to destroy the Shield. He says that it's no secret that the Shield got in this far, but this Sunday he will climb the ladder and grab the contract. He's then cut off by Rob Van Dam. Van Dam says that he can't help but feel that they don't take him seriously. Seth says that he does take him seriously, and he would even more if it was 2005. Rob Van Dam says that's right, that's when Rollins was asking his parents to watch him on TV because he wanted to be a wrestler. RVD says that he is a former contract winner and a former WWE champion. RVD then asks that Triple H remembers when he crushed he crushed something. I can't remember what he actually crushed, I'm trying to think. But he crushed something of Triple H in the first elimination. I can't think what he crushed, but he crushed something in the first elimination chamber match. RVD says to Hunter that it is lame to brag about the past. He says to let's live in the past. RVD asks Hunter or a match with Rollins right now. Triple H asks for a ref and they say let's get this match done. RVD makes his way to the ring. It's now Seth Rollins versus Rob Van Dam. I didn't want to see this match and thankfully we got it. A bit of back and forth action by Van Dam and Seth Rollins. I was looking forward to some high flying matches, but we didn't seem to get that as much. But Van Dam connects with a clothesline, but Rollins covers and gets a 2 count. Rollins now locks in a rear chin lock. RVD fights back into his feet and connects with some elbows to get separation. RVD connects with an arm drag and a leg scissors roll up for a close 2 count. RVD hits the ropes and connects with some clotheslines followed by a thrust kick. RVD connects with a spinning heel kick followed by rolling thunder. RVD now goes to the top rope, but Rollins gets up. RVD connects with a springboard tornado DDT. Looked like it legitimately dropped him on his head. RVD goes for 5-star frog splash, but Rollins moves out of the way. Rollins pounces on RVD and lands multiple forearms. Rollins pats RVD up and hits his powerbomb to the corner. Rollins connects with a curb stomp and covers, but Dean Ambrose runs in and attacks Rollins. The curb stomp, well, it literally looked like it bent the neck of Van Dam. Honestly, it sold it like a champ. Ambrose tosses Rollins to the outside and then pounces on him and lands some right hands. Refs come out to get Ambrose off Rollins and Ambrose starts to walk away but turns around and jumps off of the announce table onto Rollins. He lands some right hands and finally the refs pull him off. Ambrose grabs the mic. Ambrose tells Triple H to go ahead and put him in for match this Sunday. He says that even if they don't, he will show up Sunday, smash Rollins' face in and grab the briefcase himself. He then says he will ruin the entire show if he has to. Pretty decent match in which I'll give it I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Triple H is in the back with Seth Rollins. Rollins says that he doesn't want to be screwed out of a briefcase this Sunday and has Hunter to put Ambrose in the match. He says that he controlled Ambrose in the Shield and he needs him there to control him this Sunday. He says that Rollins says that he wants to see the look on Ambrose's face when he climbs the ladder and grabs the briefcase. Triple H says that if this blows up in their faces, it's on him. Triple H says he loves the confidence and then says that Ambrose is in the ladder match. And then now it's a Bandles Barrett versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. A lot of back and forth action. There were times when I thought Dolph Ziggler was actually going to win the title for once. I mean, he hit a zigzag on Bandles Barrett. I thought that was genuinely it. but he couldn't get him over for the 3 count because he was so hurt, and Bad News Barrett rolled to the outside. Ziggler hits an X Factor from the top rope, and Ziggler covers and gets a close 2 count. Ziggler and Barrett now trade right hands to the centre of the ring, and Barrett picks Ziggler up on his shoulders and connects with waistland. Barrett covers and gets a 2 close count, and Barrett pulls back the elbow pad. Barrett charges, but Ziggler moves and connects with the famous of a close 2 count himself. Ziggler goes with a zigzag again, but Barrett catches him. Ziggler counters with a crucifix for another close 2 count. Ziggler charges and leaps at Barrett, but Barrett catches him with a bull helmet in mid-air for the 3 count. And for winner, still Intercontinental Champion is Bad News Barrett in a great, superb match. Well, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. And now we're joined by Vicky Guerrero, and she will go one-on-one with Stephanie McMahon for a job. And she come out in Eddie Guerrero's music, and honestly, that was the greatest thing ever for nostalgia, and that was immense. I loved every minute of it. I mean, it's fun. It was great to hear Eddie Guerrero's music again, and if she lost, it was the end of an era for Guerrero legacy in the WWE. I'm quite sad about it, actually. But we're back on Raw, and we're joined by Vicky Guerrero, and she will be going one-on-one with Stephanie McMahon for a job. Stephanie walks out with a mic in hand, and Stephanie says that she sees Vicky is ready to compete in the ring, but their match isn't going to be in there. It's going to be in a pool full of some substance, what looks like shit. Stephanie says that the first one to go in the pool will lose. Stephanie calls out Layla, Rosa Mendes, and Alicia Fox and tells them to get Vicky. Vicky slides out of the ring and backs up the ramp. Stephanie starts walking up to Vicky, and she waves at the Divas in the ring. The Divas get hold of Vicky and walk her over to the pool. The Divas pick her up, but Vicky fights out and pushes Rosa into the pool. Layla charges at Vicky, but she sidesteps and she flies into the pool with a cross-pot body thing. That was hilarious. And Vicky now grabs Fox and tosses her into the pool. Vicky starts celebrating, but Stephanie comes from behind and tosses her into the pool. Stephanie starts singing goodbye to Vicky after she fires her. I'm actually a bit sad about it, thinking about it now. Vicky turns around and now pushes Stephanie into the pool. Vicky backs up the ramp and does the Eddie Guerrero strut at the top of the stage. I loved that, honestly. I was almost in tears. That was great. She salutes Eddie and walks to the back. Stephanie finally makes it out of the pool and grabs a towel from another referee. Stephanie backs up the ramp and tells everyone to just wait. Honestly, I'm sad to see Vicky go. I mean, it's the end of the Guerrero legacy for WWE 2000 to 2014. 14 years Guerrero's been in the WWE. And honestly, I'm actually quite sad to see it go, to be honest. Backstage is Byron Saxton and Goldust. Goldust says that he didn't get Cody last week. He saw Stardust. Stardust now shows up singing When You Wish Upon a Star. Goldust says that now I'm the normal one. But up next is Seb Coulter with Jack Swagger in the ring. Seb tells everyone to say "We the People." Kofi Kingston now makes his way to the ring for a one-on-one matchup with Jack Swagger. This match was a pretty awesome match, fast-paced, just like how I like it. Kofi Kingston showing high moves as usual, but Jack Swagger ended up locking in the Patriot Lock. Kofi almost makes it to the ropes, but Swagger pulls him away, and Kofi taps out. Winner by submission is Jack Swagger in like I said, a fast-paced match. Well, I'll give it 2.7 out of 5. We go to the back where Alberto Del Rio is with Renee Young. Del Rio says that he is undefeated in Money in the Bank matches. He says that he has won and cashed in successfully. He says he's going to walk out as the new champion. Cesaro and Paul Heyman now walk up. Heyman says that he happened to be a part of 21-1. He says he's one behind 21-1. When Lesnar conquered the streak at WrestleMania, he says he is also behind for one, who will climb the ladder and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Del Rio asks if Cesaro ever talks or is he just Heyman's little puppet? Cesaro says he only speaks 5 languages, and none of them a loser. Heyman bats Cesaro as we go to commercial. But Damien Sandow is now in the ring dressed as Abraham Lincoln. Sandow says that he heard a while ago that nobody found him entertaining. He says, how about now? Sandow says he would rather spend another night in Ford's Theatre than have anyone control his career. He is then cut off by Big E, and then it's time for one-on-one action. Just before the match starts, it's over like that. Winner by pinfall is Big E. After the match, Big E grabs the mic and says he had enough of Lorne and Rusev. Big E says that this is the land of the free, and the home of the brave, and this is our country. He was going crazy in the promo. We will not be defeated. Big E is cut off by the music of Lorna. Lorna tells Big E that he is foolish. She then says that pride comes before the fall. Rusev now attacks Big E from behind and hits a fall-away slam. Rusev connects with a super kick and then locks in the accolade. Rusev finally lets go and poses with the WWE Universe. Just like that. I'll give the Big E and Damien Sandow match a 1.2 out of 5. Just like that. But we go backstage where Renee Young is with John Cena. John says that on Sunday we will hear Justin Roberts say we have a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Cena says that the match Sunday will be brutal and careers will be on the line. He says that there is there is one guarantee, and that guarantee is that there will be a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He says the talk is over and it's time to fight, and to see who becomes the champ. He says that you can bank that the champ is here. John Cena makes his way out to the ring, followed by Sheamus, then Roman Reigns, as he takes on Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Alberto Del Rio and Cesaro in the 4-on-3 action. The WWE seem to think that we don't watch SmackDown. We saw it all on SmackDown, and obviously this was a good match. I'm all up for handicap matches, but I don't like how Super Roman Reigns, Super Cena and Super Sheamus ended up getting the victory, just like that. But they ended up getting the victory just like that, with Sheamus connecting with a bro kick to Cesaro for a 3 count. If anything, I didn't expect to see Cesaro get pinned by Sheamus. I didn't expect Sheamus to get the pin, to be honest. But they did. After the match, Kane shows up. He tosses Reigns into the barricade, and he gets into the ring and hits a chokeslam on Del Rio and Sheamus. Kane now hits a chokeslam to Cena in the middle of the ring. Triple H now makes his way out to the stage with Randy Orton. Triple H says that there is now an 8th person in the ladder match, and that person is Kane. Kane goes to do his pyro, but Reigns comes from out of nowhere and hits the spear to Kane. Reigns looks at Triple H and Orton as we go off the air. You know, this actually wasn't a bad Raw. I found the main event pretty entertaining. In what I'll give a 4. I'll give it a 3.8 out of 5. I found that entertaining, and I found this Raw to be great, to be honest. And for that itself, I'll give that also I'll give the whole Raw an 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest. Let me know what you thought of this Raw in the comment section down below. I thought it was pretty damn awesome, if you ask me. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook for links are in the description. Thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe.